This was hard. In this game you are a psychiatrist who goes into the minds of his patient, Rosalind. Your job, solve her inner problems and remove all the negative thoughts which have turned into monsters. Yeah, actually monsters guarding her broken mental state. This is same room, same day. And honestly, after finishing the game I think I need a psychiatrist now. So yeah, same room, same day is an action horror FPS. It's not a long game. You can beat it in a few hours. But the playtime is stretched thanks to some brutal difficulty spikes. If you push through you can finish it, but I won't lie, it's not easy. Rosalind is a young woman with serious trauma and deep emotional scars. Her family was strict, life wasn't kind to her, and now her mind is a mess. Only top-level specialists like you can try to fix that. As you dive into her mind, you will walk through tight, narrow corridors of her brain and use guns to blast away her traumas, which take the form of ugly, nasty creatures. But don't worry, this isn't just a jumpscare fest. The game actually tries to tell a story. There are a few little surprises, but it's more about atmosphere than horror. Each chapter starts with a book on pedestal, giving you a small chunk of story. It's simple, but it works. Somehow it sets the mood and makes you want to know more. Oh, and one time there was a mini puzzle, but only once for the whole game. You start with a pistol and a shotgun. Trust me, after the first arena-like fight where enemies spawn non-stop, you will ditch the pistol fast. It's weak and has a tiny magazine. The shotgun, much better, way more powerful, but the reload time, slow, like painfully slow. Keep that in mind, it becomes a big problem later. Fighting 1 or 2 enemies at a time, easy. With the right weapon you clear them out and move on, but bigger groups, they are rough. Thankfully, when you lose, and yes you will lose, you respawn fast at the nearest checkpoint. That helps. And yeah, you will probably need those quick restarts. The game gives you some help. Ammo crates, healing syringes before big fights, even better, when you die, those crates reset. So you can pick up ammo and health again, but in the same time the game keeps the ammo you collected before, each time. It's a weird system and I'm not sure it was intended that way, but still it's helpful. Otherwise the game might be close to unbeatable. Now, the world design, I actually like it. It's simple, but the vibe is there. Maps are mostly linear, with some hidden paths here and there. Early on you will see a lot of red, flashy walls, lights and textures, but as the chapters go on, the look changes, kind of like Rosalind's mental state improving. Nice touch, honestly. The 3D models match well too. A lot of small indie games use random asset packs, and you can really tell that by looking at different qualities of used models. But here, the visuals feels consistent. The UI and menu are basic, maybe too basic, but hey, you forgot about that pretty quickly. Now, let's talk about what doesn't work. And oh boy, here we go. This game isn't hard just because of the enemies. It's not just the potion attacks, the swarming mobs or the tough bosses fights. It's not even the constant back and forth ambushes. It's the reload and healing animations. Trust me, this is what will kill you 95% of the time. There is no auto reload, only manual. And if you are trying to heal during a reload, boom, reload animation is cancelled. You heal, but until the full animation is done, you are still full open to being attacked. Then you go back to your weapon and it's still not reloaded. Worse, even if you press the heal button right as the reload ends, it still cancels the whole thing. So you are stuck in this clunky slow loop, reloading, healing, still getting hit, and then just straight being dead. And during boss fights, forget it, bosses summon mobs, run faster than you, and hit hard. You are constantly running in circles trying to reload or heal, but those slow animations ruin everything. You can't cancel out of them, you are a sitting duck. It's honestly ridiculous. You have a double barrel shotgun or other weapons, especially a rifle, that reloads so slow, you will start questioning your life choices. Like, what are we doing here? Weapon swapping, not much better. You can use a weapon wheel, but it takes a moment to appear, and during that time you are just standing still, wide open. In a fast fight, that's a death sentence. I played on normal, got to the second boss, died about 20 times, and I eventually said screw it and dropped to easy. Even then I was cruising, running away doesn't help. Bosses are faster than you, so running around can be pointless. You will still get a hit. A lot. Oh, and another fun error or bad design element. You can shoot while the weapon is still in the reload animation. Of course, if you have some ammo already loaded. If the gun isn't fully ready, you will just waste ammo straight into the floor. Why? Who knows? So yeah, the game is kinda of fun, but the frustration way too high. Even on easy mode it feels like the game is fighting you, not just the monsters. My opinion, Same Room Same Game is half a cool indie project with a good idea and a neat story, and the other half a nightmare of janky mechanics that only hardcore of masochist players will enjoy. Anyway, that's the conclusion. You can check it out yourself, it's cheap. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. See ya, bye!